morning, everybody. It's January 17th, 2026. We're back out here on the Appalachian Trail. We're actually down in Maryland. We're going to try to complete Maryland here over the winter. We're starting here at the Raven Rock Road trailhead, and we're going to go down to the US 40 trailhead. So it should be a roughly between 13 and 14 miles, I'm guessing. We do have a little bit of light snow flurries we're dealing with, but it's supposed to clear up. Not supposed to really amount to much. And it is actually supposed to warm up to like 40 today, so we should be pretty good. Alright, we're coming up to our first landmark here, so we got a shelter. I think it's the, I'm probably not going to pronounce this wrong, but the Ensign Cowall, I think is what it is. So we're going to stop here and take maybe a 10-minute break. We're about maybe 4 miles into the hike. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that car horn. I thought we weren't going to have any more road crossings, but I just heard a big car horn, so we'll see. Yeah, so maybe we are going to cross another road. So yeah, there's not much to this one. It's pretty basic, but it's good for a break. So this is another road crossing down here. We just left that shelter. This is the same road we crossed a little while earlier, Maryland 77. The road just kind of wraps around the mountain and intersects with the trail again. But it looks like this was our last road crossing till we get to the end. So continuing on.
Made it to the top. Let's see what it looks like.
Sun's trying to peek out here a little bit. Finally starting to see a little bit of blue sky. Temperature's about the same as when we started, maybe low 30s, but a little bit of wind, so wind chills down into the 20s, so still a little chilly out here, especially when you stop, but the sun coming out would be nice. Yeah, we just came through the most rocky section of the trail that we've hit all day, and compared to where we've been hiking on the Appalachian Trail up in northeast Pennsylvania, this hike so far has been like a walk in the park as far as rocks and trail goes.
We're almost 9 miles in, and we've just been cruising the last mile or so. It's been real nice hiking, not a lot of rocks, so we're just going at a good pace, and the sun came out. We're picking up a lot of ground.
All right, we covered a lot of ground there in the last 2 or 3 miles. So we came up to the Pogo campsite. Looks like a pretty nice area to camp. Like there's a lot of options for places to set up a tent around here if you're doing it overnight. Alright, we came up to, it says Black Rock Cliff. I think if you look on Google Maps it says Black Rock Vista, but assuming it's the same thing. So we'll go check it out and see what it looks like. This is our first real lookout we came to on the trail, and I think we're probably, I don't know for sure, but probably over 9 miles in.
I can't get over this trail. It's just so nice. What a difference being in Maryland versus Pennsylvania. It's just so much less rocky. Now there was rocky spots, but for the most part we can go pretty fast. It's just so much easier than Pennsylvania.
We went, I don't know, maybe a mile from Black Rock Vista. Came to this other lookout, Annapolis Rocks. It's a 1/4 mile down this trail here, so that would add a 1/2 mile to our hike, which we're probably going to skip it because it looks like it's going to be the same view we just saw. So maybe we're wrong, but we're going to keep moving on. All right, we're just about back to the parking lot, probably within a 1/2 mile of it. So today ended up turning out pretty nice. The sun was out, it just went back in, but got up to pretty decent weather. The hike ended up being probably just a little over 13 miles, and it was pretty easy. So after our last hike out here on the Appalachian Trail, it feels good to get an easy one under our belt. So that was the little part of Maryland we did. We're going to probably do 2 more, and then we'll be into Harper's Ferry. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.